alchemicacademic.com. You are the book. Monthly courses designed to help you read yourself. Book now. alchemicacademic.com. You are the book. Monthly courses designed to help you read yourself. Book now.
Peace to the family. It's the Head Mystic representing www.headmystic.com as well as alchemicacademic.com. I'm here with these fine brothers today, Prime Serpent, and today we're talking about chakras. How y'all fellas doing?
Peace.
Cool?
Love.
All right, so we're just having an organic build on the chakras, family. Like, I feel like these conversations are really, really good because generally we imagine we know what chakras are. And if you're like me, you're always being shown something completely different. So, how has this process been thus far? Because y'all know we do the monthly classes, the end of the month, every month. We've been touching on each and every chakra. The end of this month, the 28th, we'll be dealing with the throat chakra. So my first question to you guys is heart chakra to throat chakra.
Yeah.
What's been the vibrations and things of that nature? And of course, we had conversations earlier, but I heard some great things from y'all. And I just kind of, if anything, repeat what y'all said earlier or, dive into new areas. But what has the transition from heart to throat been like for y'all? Any one of y'all can tackle that.
Well, go ahead, Optimus Prime.
All right. So for heart, like the transition or the thing I heard, I'm trying to remember who I heard it from. I don't remember if it was Muji or Sadhguru, but it felt right to hear it at the time that I heard it, because going through the heart chakra work, I knew that I couldn't do it through my personhood, through my government name, or I am Black, or this is where I work, or this is where I live. That's all like
ego
stuff. Yeah. I had to actually feel how it feels to live in your heart area and to feel that heart energy. You have to do that with your soul. But I was approaching it from a point of view of, having to put my ego to the side. But what I learned was that it's more of an integration. Like my ego will be quiet and sit and listen to the soul. And that's cool because, I still need that joint. It ain't got to die. You know what I mean? But as long as it knows when to sit and be still because the soul is talking, then that's all good. And I think that's probably the major thing I got out of the heart chakra work, was being cool with that ego and not trying to smash it out or smash it down, kind of like the shadow work, staying whole. And starting the throat chakra work, I started feeling that wholeness express itself in what I was saying, like surprising me. I'm like, did I say that? And then, but it felt good because in the past, and this is the thing that Sunyata Saraswati used to get on me about, not developing my throat chakra energy enough. In the past, I would be so busy trying to suppress my ego that anything that came out of my throat represented that fight of me, not being whole. But now, as I practice the wholeness of the heart, I'm hearing my throat express things that
it's hard.
I have trouble putting words to.
Yeah.
And because when you get to the heart, you're dealing with the metaphysical chakras, right? Now you're starting to get into the realm of spirit, right? So the heart is touch, right? So that's when you start to feel spirit more. You start to feel those subtle energies from people
That
when you live in
integration,
your
which you
heart,
said earlier.
right? And with throat, the corresponding physical sense is hearing, right?
Listening. Yeah.
Yeah, listening. So I'm feeling like I'm catching more, and it's making my job to get out of my own capital SELF's way
Mhm.
easier, because I'm
Mhm.
catching things with divine hearing, and I'm not having a problem in the heart. So since my heart is calm and ego is sitting chilling with the soul and listening becomes easier. And then I just have to not act impulsively.
Mm.
And that not acting impulsively allows me to quiet that. Out of that quietness, out of that divine silence, springs expression, like words, actions, manifestations. Like I told Dark Serpent last week, he was like, I ain't never heard you talk like this, Prime. I told him, I said,
That's a fact. That's a
I had to
fact.
use magic at work, right? I had to use that magic at work. And normally when I go to work, I just try and be like, what you call it, like Clark Kent, but yeah, like last week, man, it was real heavy. This beginning of this week and last week was real heavy with me just kind of sitting still and letting my soul do some work. And it was amazing. Just amazing.
Very powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. Mr. Serpent, how's your journey been?
I think I know there's a level of subtle elevation that has crept in, where you would think that normally you would have to work extremely hard to do this, and then things just fall in your lap. They just come to you. It's almost it's real subtle and obscure, but it's very, very profound at the same time. And honestly, it's a level of elevation that has you sort of like looking down on things, to whereas instead of you get to a point where it's like insert ego, it's almost like your ego is just like taking a back seat, and just watching it with you, and it's allowed me to be able to say things that I normally wouldn't be able to say, and it's allowed me to embrace things I normally wouldn't care to embrace, and it's also allowed me to open myself up and listen to things that I wouldn't normally listen to. So that's what it means. That's what it's been.
Yep. Powerful stuff, man. And everything that y'all saying, I've been experiencing it. I've been feeling like it's okay to talk. Even all of the things that I've been able to do over the past time, I've low-key been having resistance this whole entire time up until this past week. Y'all know how hard it is for me to put out a video. Like I have to fight with myself, that fear of, will anybody look at it? I like, will I get any views? You know what I'm saying? People think that I don't have that anxiety, but for real, I probably have it the worst. And what I've noticed this past couple of weeks is that let's go live, fam. Let's all link up. Let's go live. Let's talk about this, or whatever the case may be. I'm on Instagram sharing, you feel me? Like, and it's not like I care if you watch it or don't watch it.
Right.
It's not like I care if you hear me or don't hear me, if you get it or don't get it. What I said with the heart, it was that artistic side of me that I'm like, I'm gonna let loose on your ass, right? I'm gonna just be artistic as fuck, right? And who cares if you like it or not? But just know that I spilt my heart out for your enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can just live like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already set myself up for that. But now it's like, good thing I set myself up for that, because what if I had to clock in? You feel me? Then I would be going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened with this throat chakra work, from heart chakra work to throat chakra work, I've been able to make amends with my past foolishness as the seed for moving forward. So my ratchetness was actually the seed that is going to be the fruit of my future, whether I like it or not. You feel me? Everything that I've experienced up to this point has brought me to the present, and I can double speak. I can be everything that I was and everything that I am, everything that I'm going to be in this present moment. Take me or leave me, hate me or love me. You feel me? And for me, that's super empowering, because the fear is, get a job. You feel me? Ain't nobody trying to hear what you got to say.
Right.
All of this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, how do I fight against that? I don't. I just simply do this work and do this study and synthesize or integrate. One of the words is synthesize, though.
Yeah.
Integration, synthesization of God and ego. Everything y'all saying, bro, like the ego taking a step back and listening to the soul, right? So a lot of we gonna answer questions, but the questions of how do you clear the throat chakra, you sign up for the course November 28th. You feel me? Like, we're going, because what you're asking for is a simple answer to which we prepare for these answers. And it'll be it'll be very simple on the 28th. For us to give the class right now is really counterintuitive. We ain't got time for that. But we want you to, like with all of our courses, this isn't our first time going around. People have joined the courses. The only thing that I could say is maybe you're not ready for it. Like, you're probably not ready for the throat chakra, because what Dark Serpent has just said was the effort to activating your third chakra is not found in the question. It's found in the work. The activation of the third eye is not found in the question. It's found in the work. So if you want to make it to the 5th floor from the ground floor, good luck. We don't teach that. We don't advocate that. We work so hard with these videos and with this content to explain a very serious subject, to which we hope that you give it a chance. You go from the root chakra and work yourself up to show you that we're not skim, flim, flam. Reduce the price to basically nothing, just so you could absorb the root to the third chakra up, because we're beginning something. We're starting something. It's introductory, but at the same point, it's serious. It's your life. So if you're into ascension, you want to get the root, because when you ground and really tap in, and I'm answering your question on how to activate your throat chakra. Once you ground and you deal with source energy, everything else makes sense, right? Now, when you get to the sacral chakra, 10 times out of 10, you release cortisol all the effing time, right? You live off of cortisol. You survive off of cortisol. Many young people die early, and you don't know why they die, because they've absorbed cortisol, to which you don't ground. You don't have source energy. If you do not ground, you are not plugged in. Okay. And if you're not plugged in, life comes at you fast, right? You're going to smoke that weed. You're going to drink that alcohol. You're going to pop them pills. You're going to do everything that you need to do to make it through life, because you are not grounded. So information exists, and you think that you could just absorb the throat chakra. That's cool, but we don't teach that. In our coursework, what we're about is you at least got to get the root chakra. You got to at least stop producing cortisol. You got to at least understand that your solar plexus is your subconscious mind, and those three things got to work in tandem. Prime Harmonic worked very, very hard on producing a meditation, which you can look on my YouTube page. First three chakras grounding meditation. I actually listened to it this morning just to get myself right. And I know like y'all can overlook it and feel as though it's not valuable, but I'm here to fucking tell you that you need to ground. You need to stop producing cortisol, or else trying to worry about your throat chakra is really
useless.
All right, y'all can take it over from there. I know my TED talk is over.
The grounding is like it absorbs shock. It absorbs shock. Is that Jesse?
No, this is John. This is John.
Hey, John. Peace, John. So grounding absorbs shock. Like, you know, if you were riding in a car, peace. If you riding in a car and you don't have no shock absorbers, you're gonna feel every single bump, lump, hole in the road, pothole, stick, twig, pebble that you ride over. You're gonna feel it bouncing all through your vehicle. And that grounding is like shock absorbers for your spirit. So it's necessary. I mean, it's physically necessary just because it's healthy, right? Extra electrons help your body to get rid of free radicals, but they also help in your respiration process because your body uses electrons to break apart atoms to make its own water, to make the carbon dioxide that you exhale, to make the ATP that your body uses for energy. So grounding is physically important, and spiritually it's important because when you develop in your spirit, it's like you in the ring with Tyson spiritually. And if every time Tyson hits you, you ain't got no good stance, then your body's going to take that shock. Your head's going to take that shock. But if you have a good stance, your feet, you know, are flat when they're supposed to be flat, and your knees are bent when they're supposed to be bent, then you can take them hits and you can keep on going.
Indeed. I seen a question on here that is powerful. I'm going to put it up so we all can read it. I think it's goddamn the best question I ever heard in my life. What are your guys' thoughts on saying the chakras are fake? Have you heard Holistic Hustlers Dr. Inky goes in about this? So, are chakras fake? What are your thoughts on that, just objectively speaking? Because that's a good-ass question if you ask me.
Yeah. So, the rishis of India have been studying the human body for thousands.
Oh my God!
Thousands of years. You all right?
You just answered the question, but go ahead.
All right.
That was so amazing.
You know, before the Buddha, right? Before the Buddha, the rishis of India have been studying the body. Ancient wisdom has come down in the form of acupuncture, acupressure, energy massage, energy work, right? So as the knowledge kept progressing, people started finding out that the energy went through certain channels in the body. And one of the most, the most important energy channel in your body is your spinal column. And you can say that it relates to the cerebral spinal fluid sac that's in your spinal column. Fine. If you don't want to call it an energy channel, call it the channel in which all of your nerves through your body go through, right? Everywhere there is a so-called chakra is a plexus of nerves.
Oh my God.
And
Prime, talk to him.
I'm just saying, on the pelvic floor by the Kundalini gland, at the coccyx is a plexus of nerves. It's a road, it's an intersection of a lot of roads of energy. At the sacral chakra, you also have a plexus of nerves behind the enteric nervous system of the gut. At the solar plexus chakra, you have the celiac plexus of nerves, All of these nerves come together and
Stop.
bond.
Please just stop. Just stop one time. Tell Dr. Inky this. Go ahead.
So on a physical level, every place where there is a major chakra, because all of the ancient energy systems agree on the 7 major chakras, but they deviate sometimes into how many total chakras you have. Some say you have 7, some say you have 14, some say you got 12, some say you got 108, some say you got 114, right? But they're all minor, but all of them agree that you have 7 major chakras, and those major chakras are intimately correlated and connected to the endocrine glands and the neural plexus of nerves that are centered around that endocrine gland. So even if you don't believe in calling it a chakra, think of it as an energy intersection of your body. So every major endocrine gland has a nervous plexus associated with it. And for lack of a better word, people throughout time have called it a vortex or an energy center or a wheel of energy, because it's where the energy gathers.
We wouldn't be wasting y'all time. I wouldn't be wasting y'all time with something that's fake or superficial. And when it comes to hustlers, it's people who sell fake Gucci. It's people who sell fake watches.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Please do.
I think the answer to your question is in your question. You really think that we would have the audacity to come up here and charge people $20 for a class and be charlatans?
Right.
No. Like
I would
on
charge like 5,000.
This level. Like I'm hip to doctor super conscious, whatever Inky is called these days. I am hip. I'm hip. I've been hip to him since the beginning when nobody was watching him. Okay? No disrespect to Mr. Inky. No disrespect to Mr. Inky. But you're not gonna come up here and disrespect these brothers right here. It's just not going down. All right. So Dark Serpent enters the room. I am the pit bull. Okay. I will let you know. This is actual factual. Okay. This is not, I don't need your $20. I don't need your I don't need it. I don't need it. Like, honestly, these brothers could do without it. Honestly. And if we were charlatans, if we were trying to come across that way, if we came across that way, then maybe the ego need to be turned down a little bit, and maybe your soul need to be turned up a little bit. But that's exactly what we doing. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody trying to get over. Like, honestly, like, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody trying to get over. I have no desire to get over on any one of you. These brothers have zero desire to get over on any one of you. Because this work can be sold at $1,000 a pop, and nobody will just blow.
It could be sold for more than
nobody would bat an eye. But what are we giving it to you? Yeah, but what are we giving it to you for? All right. When you're talking about a charlatan and someone trying to get over, ask yourself where the money goes. All right. Since you want to base this on Western programming, indoctrination, matrix, whatever. Okay. Where is the money going? If you think that $20 in each of our pockets per individual, per class, because we don't even get that per individual, per class. If you think that is the impetus for us to come out here and do something in a charlatan manner, oh my gosh. But I digress. I'm just saying. Yeah. This is actuality. Okay? I can attest to this because I had no idea what a chakra was, or what a chakra brought to the table, or what it meant to reactivate, activate, or implement my chakras within my everyday life at all. These brothers have brought me to the forefront of what life has to offer. And we are just knocking on the door. So if you're talking about charlatans and chakras being fake, and, well, I'll say this. Every person that you listen to that has to knock down somebody else is a fake individual. But I digress. Keep it moving.
It's just such a beautiful conversation, and I knew it would be because the throat chakra is lit like that. You feel me? Like that question brought me so much joy. Y'all don't even know. I don't, and it's not to offend nobody. Like I love the question and I
Yeah.
love the energy
Yeah.
because this what needs to be brought to the surface. Like, and I dare y'all to go on anybody else's live and them. Like I applaud that question. I need more of that energy. Like I need you to think a certain type of way about
Please
me,
bring it.
so we can have the conversation. Because I know you just look at me and ponder. Because the reality is that fake is out here. I see fake. I sense fake. I can smell fake. So ask me if I'm fake. I'm out here doing readings. I'm out here doing astrology. I'm out. You can blow down on me and fucking talk to me, right?
Yeah.
I've been talking to motherfuckers intimately
For a
for
long time.
years. Okay. If they feel like, no, for real, ask people if I'm fake, fam. Like, I need y'all to understand this shit because until you get it out of your system, it's gonna still be there. Like, if you don't talk about infidelity in your relationships, 10 times out of 10, there's some infidelity going on. You feel me? Y'all should be able to have the conversation on the elephant in the room. You feel
Realness.
me?
Yeah.
I'm here for it. You feel me? Like I am here for it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand you, Torian. And I love that. You feel me? Like I love it. You feel me? Because
Oh yeah, please don't think it was a trigger for me. Just understand that I love it too. But I feel some type of way when you talking about the family. Like real talk, real talk. Like I feel some type of way when you talk about the family. But go ahead. Keep that same energy. Please do. Please do.
Another angle on that joint, man. Because I'm an engineer. I'm a mechanical engineer. And I wear a lot of hats, and I've seen a lot of different sciences. I do applied physics on a daily. Okay. Applied physics is what engineering is, right? So when people come up to me talking about, I feel it in the ethers, I raise my eyebrow and I'm like, yeah, word, how you feeling that joint? You know what I'm saying? I'll be the first one to say somebody lying. Okay. But I do my homework, right? I'm gonna give one example that is clearly proven because people have used electromagnetic equipment to measure it. The aura of your heart, right, can be measured from 6 to 30 feet away from your body. 6 to 30 feet away from your body, your heart has an impact on things around you and people around you. The electromagnetic pulsations from your heart can be felt outside of your body. Now that's just the heart. You can do that with the other chakras too, but the heart is the easiest one. So as an engineer, when I first started learning about this stuff, I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, right? So I started learning it from the physical point of view because I found value, again, in what the Taoists and what the Rishis were saying. Even though they were talking chakras, what I read was, oh, okay, this chakra is associated with this endocrine gland. And if I want to keep this endocrine gland healthy, this is what I have to do, right? I started going from the physical point of view of learning how to interact with my body, my spaceship, right? That's where I started learning from. And as I started clearing my energy channels, my nervous system, being able to take on more electromagnetic energy by grounding and learning how to operate and keep my nervous system clear and strong and healthy, the more energy I was able to process and absorb. So shit like Qigong started feeling real to me. I've been kicked with a kickless kick. Okay. A master in the art, I'm running up to him. He's like, attack me. I'm like, all right, I'm coming to attack you. I'm like 8 feet away from him and I fall on my back. But I felt it in my chest. And I'm like, okay. That's seafood. You got it, you know. So this shit is real, but it ain't real if you don't put it into practice. Like you could sit, Sri Yukteswar, who taught Paramahansa Yogananda, right, was talking about holy texts. He had a student. He had a lot of students, and he would always sit them down and have them read the Bhagavad Gita. And he would say, do you understand such and such? And then his students would start trying to talk and say, yes, you know, it's this and that, right? Well, when Paramahansa Yogananda came to him, he said, you know, do you understand this? And Paramahansa, I'm sorry, I think I had this backwards. Lahari, Sri Yukteswara's teacher, the Laharishi, asked him, did he understand it? And he said, you know, there's just so many words here. It'd probably take a lifetime for me to understand this spiritual text, right? And he was the first one that answered honestly, and he was the one that got the benefits of all his master's teachings. And Sri Yukteswara, I can't say his name right, I'm sorry, excuse my dyslexicness. He said, knowledge, speaking on reading scriptures, knowledge cannot be assimilated through the eyes. It has to be assimilated through the atoms.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it.
Wait a second. Hold on, man. You so deep, you be drowning me. Wait a second. Let me get to the surface. You said what's the
Bring that back. Bring that back.
That first part, that second part is like I get it. But then again, that's more or less like some throat chakra stuff, because everything that relates to the throat chakra relates to the thyroid gland, which is the only gland in the body that relates to every cell in the body. Mm-hmm. I mean, every cell in the body. Every cell in your body, it starts at the thyroid gland. Oh, shit. Yep. So the atoms that got cells, atoms. Oh, man, oh, man. So basically,
I would just like to say, if that shit is fake, then that means the Kundalini is fake. So that means, you know what?
It's
you know
fake.
What? I'm done. I'm done.
No.
I'm done. I would have to ask. Sorry, I would just have to ask. What the hell is your definition of fake?
Yeah, exactly. It's fake as hell. Everything is fake. Tarot card reading is fake. Astrology is fake. Chakras are fake. I'm fake. Everything is fake.
We a bunch of Dionne Warwicks up here. We're a bunch of Dionne Warwicks up here.
Because
we're an illusion.
Because like psychic powers and shit like that, you got to actually build your psychic powers up. You got to actually work on the science of ESP. I mean, generally, like the game that me and my wife play all the time is what are you thinking right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the more like, damn, you start to pick up on that. Now, instantly, you might not have it, or you might look at a psychic or somebody on TV or whatever, or on the internet, and because you're not dealing with this is another thing, man. It's so pertinent to what we're going through. When you do your spiritual work, you are grounded on a different level. Mm-hmm. So your need for psychics or advisors or readers is not there. However, to bide your time, you might tune in to a psychic. You might even tickle your fancy and get a reading just because. And I tell you, it's so interesting listening to y'all. Like, y'all just be thinking, y'all be guessing, y'all be like, I'm a reader, okay? So I do chakra work, to which I'll have I had a reading this morning. I got a reading after this damn video, to where I'm going to talk to you the same way I've been talking. And then I'm going to ask you, you understand what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Do you get me? Okay. Where'd you get that from? Let me backtrack. Let me show you everything of what I meant when I said it. I swear to God, I will not hit you with I wonder, I'm thinking, I'm having a conflicting thought right now. It's straight from source. And please don't book a reading with me. I'm not promoting myself. I rather spend my energy on myself. But I'm saying, for the people that fuck with me and get readings from me, this is what they get. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And it's all fake. Like, if I'm not grounded in my energy, tomorrow I'm a fake ass nigga. Believe it or not, it's all a result of chakra work. I have to connect with source. And the things that I'm saying is not like Kyrie is saying it, because man, it's so many times I could have been dead. It's so many times that I could have been thrown out into the shack somewhere, bro. Like I just don't know where my life would be. So obviously, like if you know me, like you know that I got a calling for real, because I wasn't supposed to be here. So I say all of that to say it do feel fake if you're not engaging in the realms of spirituality. And I say all of that to say we are indoctrinated by Western thought, Western society, brain science, and things of that nature, that once you build up your esoteric faculties from the ground up, you get a second mind. You feel me? And that's what I'm referencing now. So it's a lot of fake stuff out here, and I need that's a I can't. That's
you could go to Barnes and Noble right now and pick up a book on chakras.
Facts and be confused. Go ahead. Of course.
Can I keep it 100,000 trillion%?
Please.
Can I keep it 100,000 trillion%? If this shit is fake, then it means that it's fake that these two niggas saved my life. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Keep it 100, nigga. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Like, if this shit fake, then that means that these two niggas ain't saved my life. That means I died on the highway six years ago. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Keep it 1,000, nigga.
Yeah, it's real like that. It's saved, like life-saving shit.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Awaken you to the God within yourself, and then not only do you have the projection, but he give you the instruction manual. Like if you want to change it or edit it or make it better, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get all of it, and it's like, of course, what if like the people that's in the class that been dealing with it from the root up, people like Regina, people like Sachette, they'll tell you, like Jabri, they're telling you because it's their life experience. And it's not me, Prime, or Prime like, hey, how'd you do on that chakra work today? Is you doing the things that we talked about in the class? We could care less, fam. We talking about divinity here. And accessing it and applying it and utilizing it for your personal benefit, to which you have no intercessor nor intermediate to raising your vibration and frequency. And that's what we just sharing right now today, you know, and it's a beautiful conversation, and I'm most fortunate to be here with y'all guys. Yes. Just the vibrations. Yes. Any more questions?
In that work now, please ask some questions.
My throat chakra allowed me to say the truth just now. How about that?
Right.
Do you care how anybody felt? You know?
I don't give two shits, two rats' ass, two rabbits' asses.
You ain't gonna give away that rabbit's ass. I see. You gonna keep it close. That's what's up.
I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you.
See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though, Sachet. You don't gotta go all the way in on the work. That's not the requirement.
Right.
The requirement is to get a basic understanding of your human body, because that's like, I gotta figure out how to breathe or I'm gonna die. Like, what do you mean? You gonna breathe regardless, fam? No, for real. I gotta figure out my heartbeat, because you taught me that my heartbeat keep me alive, hood. So now I gotta figure out the manual in the book to get my heart to beating. Well, actually, your body is super intelligent, to which if you tune into this natural intelligence, you'll tune into the natural God force that's within you, that's keeping your black, brown, white ass alive to this day.
Yes.
So tune in to what's already working, fam.
Yeah.
You feel me? However, you got to get to that sacral chakra and that cortisol. Can we talk about that? How do you feel? We don't rarely talk about it because it's probably affecting us to this day. Cortisol, sacral chakra, and stress. Like,
Yeah.
Where are y'all at with that?
So, my bad. You mind if I start, Dark Serpent? You good?
You know you don't care.
All right. He don't care. He don't have no rabbits. Okay. Anyway, so what I've been learning as I've been putting together some more breathing work is that the adrenal glands, as this cortisol is produced because of the adrenal activity, it doesn't dissipate through the body. Like it's an alarm that doesn't have an off switch. Like most of the body's processes have a type of enzyme that they can put out to stop the process. But the adrenaline rush cortisol thing doesn't have a reverse process. It just floods your body with stress hormones or stress enzymes. And then you just have to wade through it until the moment is over, until it stops doing it. So the thing that tied it together for me in the sacral work was understanding that the sacral chakra is, let's just say mostly that energy is blocked by guilt, right? What does guilt come from? Guilt comes from thinking that you shouldn't have what you want. Why the hell not? Right? You can have any daggone thing you want to. Okay. You grown. Understand that whatever you have has its consequences. If you want to go out and get that ice cream sundae from Mickey D's, go ahead and get that joint and eat it and have fun eating it. Don't be blasting yourself while you're eating it. But if you eating it going, I shouldn't be eating this sundae because then you're creating stress hormones in your body while you eating the sundae.
With
and
the sugar and the ice cream.
You know what I'm saying? But when you get that sundae, if you like, this is the best sundae. I feel good, right? Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Damn it. Have your pleasure and leave it at that and walk away, right? Go on to the next thing. What's your next lesson? What's your next thing you're going to deal with, right? It's when people go back and forth and start nitpicking and examining every little tiny detail. I shouldn't have did this. I shoulda, right? That's a sacral plexus blocker. I shoulda, or I could have.
You gotta
right?
remove that word from your whole library. You shouldn't. Should is a toxic ass word, but go ahead.
Right.
Should and supposed to.
Yep. Oh my God, y'all giving me cringe vibes right now.
So as you eliminate those words, though, then you learn to live more in the moment, right? Because when you eliminate those words, you're not veering into the future or veering into the past, right? You're not thinking, oh, this is what happened last time, this is going to happen again, or oh, so-and-so said if I do this, this is going to happen. When you stay in the present, when you're not going into the future or the past, and you allow yourself to enjoy your life as it unfolds, there's no cortisol. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen because you ain't going to be stressing yourself out. Can y'all speak to the importance of cortisol at low levels in the blood?
Nope.
Nope.
That's powerful right there.
Yeah, I'd have to do some research on that.
Mm-hmm.
I want mine. All I know is I want mine low.
Listen, because the idea of cortisol, you want as much low cortisol as possible because it's energies, it's frequencies, it's people in your life right now that you're like, what the fuck? Right now, you cannot understand their sadness, their displeasure, their depression. They are completely blocked out of good feelings. You know why? Because years and years ago, they had a traumatic experience that they never healed. And I'll go so far as to say, we're all there, okay? When we reference chakra work, we're talking about cosmic healing. Why I stopped everything that I was doing and took a hard left turn is because Spirit speaks to me. And Spirit speaks to me in the way that you got to get this course together and you got to put it out because this is what people need. Okay? There's a lot of things that I could talk about that I choose to not talk about because it's not going to fucking help you. It's a lot of things that I say and a lot of things that I don't say because my words will not help you. To which the real shit when I do get on this platform, I'll be like, Alchemic Academic. Check the links in the description. Sign up for my class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's kiki and haha and pop shit. You know, the shit that I talk about, astrology, you know what that's like for me? That's like porn. That's my entertainment, dog. For real. I don't watch TV or nothing like that, but I do be watching the skies and things of that nature, and I like to monitor it. But I tell y'all that, take it and leave it.
And oh, my bad.
Go ahead. And just the one thing we're providing a real life service for real cosmic spiritual healing that only you can fucking do. It's not that we can do it for you. To which a lot of people sign up thinking that it's the end all be all, but not really prepared to do the work post. That's why the real work goes when I send you the video, send you the handbook, send you the meditation. Now you got to really get into it. Now you got to understand what I was talking about in the class. You feel me? And it's all laid out for you. However, we not going to be the ones to do it. Right?
Yeah. So the other thing about cortisol is the body makes it so it has a purpose, right? But we overdoing it. And we don't need to be overdoing it. Ain't no bears walking in the city street, right? So, but yeah, it has a purpose, and it's to help your body get make
prepare
energy
for
fast,
danger,
so that you can use it fast, right? And sometimes in life you will have to do that, but do you have to do it so much, right? Can you do it at a low level? The lower the levels you learn to do it at, the better. But it doesn't mean that it in and of itself is not a bad reaction. Over abuse of the process is not too good for your longevity.
It can kill you.
Yeah, overuse.
It's the silent
blow
killer.
Your heart out, right?
It's the silent killer.
Because it's epinephrine. You're releasing epinephrine, right? The adrenal glands release epinephrine, which starts that production of cortisol. The epinephrine makes your body, your heartbeat move fast. It makes you hype. And then that cortisol helps your body to release, more energy from the metabolic process. So when you combine all of that together, it's like it's giving you that super strength, hyping you up, right? Well, I mean, you've seen what happens to athletes that use steroids too much. Epinephrine is a steroid.
Our
right?
body produces steroids.
Yeah. So do you need it? Yeah, sometimes in small amounts, but not to the degree that Western society puts us in the mindset to produce.
Serpent.
Divinity versus spirituality. Spirituality will have you thinking some fly shit. You think you think about a fly on the wall. You think about a random occurrence. You think about some real extra shit, and you just like pointing fingers at different shit and random shit. You like, oh, all this shit connects. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Divinity. It's like, yeah, I control all that shit. Now I'm just observing it.
Yeah.
I control all of that shit. Now I'm just observing it. And the definition in my eyes, in my heart, to you are the book, nigga, somebody is giving you the contents of your book. Giving you the contents of your book. Now, you can even look at the contents. You can scheme through the book. You can look at the topics. Wow. You can say, this is dope, that's is dope. Or you could just turn the book over to the back and get the summary. Right? But who is giving you actual factual implementation for you being the fucking book? Divinity versus spirituality, bro. I'm just gonna leave it there.
And one more thing about the powerful thing about the thank you for that, bro. Like, hopefully y'all got pen and pad, or y'all absorbing and listening and trying to pick up some knowledge. I'm gonna drop something really important to the chakra work. It's the chakras, it's the nervous system, and it's the endocrine system. Okay, your endocrine. So you see how the chakras, they start off right here, then they come together at the second chakra, right? Then they spread out. Then they
Yep.
come together at the heart chakra, right? Then they
Yeah.
spread out. Then they come together at the third eye, right? And then they spread out. Well, that first connection point is nervous system and endocrine system.
Mhm.
Our adrenal glands is producing an adrenaline epinephrine.
Epinephrine. Yep.
Go ahead,
Epinephrine.
go
Yep.
ahead, go ahead with your good pronunciation. You feel me? English is my second language. Okay. Anyways, it's producing all of these hard to pronounce steroids and vibrations, but it doesn't have to. Part of this work and part of these vibrations is for your adrenal glands to produce what is called cannabinoids and opioids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As opposed to cortisol, to which Kyrie is always chilling. I'm always catching a good vibe. And then when I'm pissed off or angry, I'm like, oh, this ain't good. I was pissed off today actually for something. My wife was like frustrated with me, and I was frustrated at her. Like, how you frustrated at me? And that was just a vibration that I'm just like, okay, turn the page or something to that effect, because the hormones that it was producing did not feel good to me. Yeah. So the hormones that are being produced are the endocrine system. Now, the problem with your sacral gland, stress, cortisol, is your nervous system is direct and it's fast. It does what needs to be done. If I'm like, snap, right? My nervous system is like, we snapping, nigga. You tell us when to stop. You said snap, we snapping, nigga. All right, stop. Okay, we stopping. All right. So this is the nervous system. Now imagine a nervous system and an endocrine system at the root of your being, to which you don't have the knowledge of past traumas. So it's like Jimbo stood me up at the altar. I mean, the most traumatic shit, the most worst things that you can imagine. It could be your girlfriend telling you, that's why I cheated on you with your brother and your dad and your son. You feel me? Like, just whatever tragic, horrible thing that happened to you, guess what's happening? It's going over and over and over again in your mind, right? And your body is constantly.
Did you have to go that far?
Yes, you have to, because people always think that whatever they're going through is the worst thing that ever happened in the history of life. But I'm like, your girlfriend ain't never told you that she fucked your son and your daddy before. So you ain't got nothing to be sad about, fam. Imagine that.
Oh shit.
Imagine that. You would be crushed, dog. Like for real, dog. So I'm just joking, but I'm saying I'm trying to bring light to the situation, because for real, y'all be tripping over nothing, right? I'm from Canton, Ohio, man, and the slogan was crazy ass niggas tripping over nothing. You feel me? Like, I know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It produces negative effects to whereas people move out of cities. Yeah. The violence is too bad. Why the fuck is the violence like too bad? What's happening? The cortisol has overran the community.
That fight or flight.
That fight or flight is all that there is. To which, if you want any type of sense out here, you're gonna have to do this chakra work, fam. And you gotta really reprogram yourself, because the endocrine system over time is making a real change in your biology. Like, you really do feel like you using your cortisol when there is no lion, there is no tiger, there is no bear. Oh my, you tripping over nothing, fam. Unless a tiger is about to bite your ass, then you need to catch major vibes. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Smash the sun.
Your father, your brother, and your Uncle Joe.
Yo, little Ray in them. Like, no, that was just.
Can't wait till tomorrow.
Feeling good is the work. Shout out to D-Ray. Oh my God.
Yo, that was just too much. That was too much, yo. That was too much.
Oh my God.
Yo, but you took it there. You took it there with the left and the right, plus the top and the bottom. Like you just took it there. You took it there.
Mhm.
I
Imagine that
appreciate
though.
you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Cause y'all on here feeling bad. Y'all on here feeling bad. All your girl said was you gaining a little bit of weight. You feel me? Now, now you gonna think about it a little different. You feel me?
Yeah, a little bit of weight. You got a little punch watch.
A little pudge,
Oh man.
You don't give it up like you used to. You ready to kill yourself. Like, just stop. Just stop right now. That's not the reason why she's not answering your texts, okay? That's not the reason.
Yeah, don't go buck wild in that imagination.
Yeah, relationship podcast is another segment. We doing that on another date. Like, don't do that.
Don't do that.
You know, it's just a little analogy, man. Don't take it too far, man.
Yeah, like don't jump out the window, man.
Like really, don't look at your situation as your situation is the worst type of situation. And then what generally happens, dog, and you would be like, well, so say for instance, you're in a relationship and like little things are happening, right? But you're like, one more time, I'm gonna just leave. You feel me? I'm gonna just leave. Like you
Them
just
ultimatums.
Yeah, and you just create that in your endocrine system, and then guess what's gonna happen one day? You know what I'm saying?
Kaboom.
It's going to burst, you feel me? Because that cortisol can't live within your being, man. And if we are spiritual people, right? We claim to be spiritual or claim to be divine, then how do you tell me that you're divine? You're connected to source. God is everything. God is within you, but you stressed about every single thing. And you going through this mental replay of, I can't believe Jimbo left me. I can't believe she slept with my son. Like,
See, that's a throat chakra activated because I ain't never heard Prime laugh this much. I ain't never heard that man laugh this much. I swear to God.
man.
You just gonna throw that in my face, huh? Yo, listen, it is all right. It is all right. All right. And if anything, we're pointing the lines to the areas where your mind will create something for you that is not even actuality.
Not that bad.
You will think it is reality, and because you think it is reality, you are going to react off of that. You know what I'm saying? And
produce the hormones subsequently.
Yeah, you're going to produce the hormones subsequent that is going to connect with that has to create that response for it. Like you have to release that. That has to transfer somewhere. Yeah. So if it's already created within you, then it has to go somewhere. You're not going to just sit on that and then go lay down with your shorty. Like that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But if you take that out of the silliness, you know what I'm saying, and you are connected to source, you're connected to your divinity, then that is not something that you will even allow to happen. That is what this work does.
Or you can ground and recover. You can ground and recover.
Or you could just simply have a conversation with her, like, you know what? Yeah. You made me feel like you're doing something. You made me feel like you're doing something. Please explain this to me. You know, because people will do shit like connect lines and add shit up and put shit together that don't even go together. You just been keeping score for the wrong reasons for too long.
Yep.
Powerful. Ooh. Powerful, man. So, you know, I feel as though we had a good build, man. I don't want to overdo it and, you know, get people back to their lives, you know. Deal with all this fake spiritual stuff on you. I feel like the whole video I'm gonna just be making jokes and I don't want to be like that.
I'm done. I'm done
so with that being said, man, sign up for the course, man, November 28th. Less jokes, more information, handbook, recordings, a community, you know, like minds get to, you know, build outside of YouTube. We play music, we vibe, we have a good time, we have light banter. I even provide refreshments. You feel me? It goes down on the Zoom. You feel me? Like, I know you wondering, like, how does he provide refreshments on the Zoom? Well, you gonna
That's
have to
divinity.
sign
That's
up
divinity. That's
and
divinity.
see.
That's
Okay?
divinity. That's divinity. Yeah, you just gonna have to clock in and see. Okay, that is divinity versus spirituality. Okay.
Any so before we go, how can these people find y'all too? You know what I'm saying? Drop y'all socials real fast before we
I'm Dark
chill out.
Serpent. I'm Dark Serpent 17/24 on Instagram. I'm Racine Maurice on Facebook. You can catch me at SS Media 0823 at protonmail@gmail.com, at protonmail.com. Like we here.
We here. Y'all can find us. Google
I'm on
us. Search us.
prime.harmonic@gmail.com or prime.harmonic on Instagram.
All right, man. We doing at least one more live, but I'm gonna try to get these dudes on schedule wise at least every week until the 28th. To just, you know, we gonna be back with more info, more downloads, more fun, more jokes. But we here to have a good time and talk about some real ass shit, family. So if you into that, man, you join the perfect tribe. You know what I'm saying? So everybody on the live, I know everybody on the live is not a subscriber. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell if you subscribe but not notified. So when we go live, you will be notified. Very important. Help out the algorithm. Share this video. Follow these brothers on Instagram, Facebook, what have you. Email them. You know, reach out. See about the Slack. We still on the Slack. We talk on the Slack every single day. So, you know, it just is what it is. We're here. You know what I'm saying? Fake or not, we'll still be here. So, you know, you guys enjoy us, you know, while we're here. And we appreciate y'all guys for tuning in. With that being said, man, we'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace.